number of nominations this year. So we had 114 nominations, which is the most that we've ever had. And the buildings continue to get, I would say, bigger, larger, more complex. In many cases, they're more beautiful. And you're starting to see some integration of certain systems so that there'll be almost hybrid type buildings with mass timber and wood frame all together in the same building. There's also very small buildings, very beautiful buildings. We have the Wood Innovation Award, and so that's where often you'll see some very innovative design and construction. And usually it comes about as having to solve a certain problem, and then the innovation starts, and the building turns out to be tremendous. And often there will be systems or certain things that have occurred that can be used going forward. Environmental performance is another big one. Everyone understands that using wood is great, that it stores carbon, that wood is renewable, trees are renewable, but there's a certain performance aspect of wood that can be used, and it's being used more in passive design. And so it prevents, certain aspects such as thermal bridging. It helps the house function better, results in lower energy costs, things like that. Of course, wood projects tend to go up faster. It's very suitable for off-site construction. So the whole construction process and the delivery process, the supply chain process, is shortened and a lot more efficient. So those are just, some of the awards, in addition to different building types, such as commercial, institutional, multi-unit residential, and residential. Bar is very high for, a Wood Champion Award. So it's handed out to someone that has been working many years in the trenches, and then really someone who's helped push the boundaries for wood. So significant changes, and also someone who has, against odds, great odds, continued to use wood where maybe wood wasn't originally supposed to be, or where it was very difficult, or where the building codes wouldn't allow it. And really, it's over a period of time. So you also look at their body of work and what have they done to help, make wood easier to use and more relevant today.
Prior to construction, the challenge was, of course, we were the first. So everybody was, in terms of getting approvals, there was a lot of concern on the part of the Richmond Building Approvals Department and their fire department. And we were very fortunate to have a really strong team that was able to respond to those concerns, give them good solutions, and work our way through the approvals process. Once we got under construction, construction was a little more challenging than a regular building, simply because of the newness, and there are certain things about six-story that are a bit different than four-story. And then, of course, we did have a fire, and the entire building was destroyed by fire, and we had to rebuild over again. The only good thing about that was it was a little faster the second time around. It was a very challenging project, and not terribly challenging from the perspective of building a six-story wood frame building, but very challenging from the perspective of having to do it twice. So it was great to get some recognition for the effort that we put in to do that.